For me, a good acoustic guitar string really lets the instrument speak. I've been playing Desir strings pretty much since I first started to play. I don't have to worry about them dying after one show. I just like the way they sound.
Today, and I've seen you on that Tele since the beginning. Tell me about it.
So this is from 1974. I got it when I was 16 years old. My dad is a guitar player himself, and I told him that I wanted a vintage Fender Telecaster, and at that time he was working on the cruise boats between Stockholm and Tallinn.
Yeah, and you're from Estonia.
Estonia, yes.
Which I imagine there's not like a lot of vintage guitar shops.
Yeah, not even.
Or a guitar
to
center.
this day, the Soviet Union did us a favor with that.
Yeah.
There, in the early '90s, we knew like all of the Gibsons and Fenders, and I mean you could count them on one hand in the whole country.
Oh, really?
We knew where those were. So anyway, my dad told me about this guitar. He said, if you're not going to buy it, he's going to buy it himself. And I didn't know anything about it. I just knew I wanted a vintage Telecaster, and frets were shot. It was basically unplayable. He put the first frets on it, and I don't know. It's kind of a funky guitar. Tom Stadler, a wonderful guitar tech, is fighting with this thing all the time because the truss rod barely works, and so we were having a hard time with it. But I don't know. Nothing else really sounds like it, and it's almost like a part of my body. But this time, I guess I've had it for like almost 20 years by now. So.
Wow. So, Annie, okay, it's been refinished, and any other changes you know about?
Well,
hard to know. It's like old guitars. It's like archaeology. It's hard to say what's happened.
Yeah. Well, the electronics and the hardware is all like I basically changed it out. I don't even know how many times by now.
Yeah.
But I know that the body is actually 2 to 3 millimeters thinner, because I think whoever refinished it like, you know how the finish of the 70s guitars is, and this piece of wood actually looks like it's really porous. So
yeah,
I think they were trying to get the old finish out of it and just made it thinner.
Sanded it down.
But the weird thing about it is now when I actually hold a normal Telecaster, it doesn't feel right.
Huh.
I mean, it's, I'll get used to it, but nothing really feels like this thing. And the pickups, I believe this is a 52 reissue that I got from Sturgill, and this is a Laur Royalty, and I'm a fan of those 005 tone caps, because it kind of allows you to get almost a humbucker like tone. So if
yeah.
Now if I turn it down,
God.
yeah.
Kill.
So basically it's makes the instrument a lot more versatile for me.
Yeah.
So
do you find yourself through the night adjusting your volume to kind of change the tone quite a bit like that?
Yeah. I mean, if we're doing like a faster country tune or a bluegrassy tune. But then if we go to something more rocking,
yeah.
So kind of best of both worlds. It's if I had to pick like one guitar to do this gig, I mean this would do it.
Yeah. Now, in your early days touring with Sturgill, now you're traveling with a few more, but were you just playing this one in the early days, or?
Yes, and then he got me a spare parts guitar that I still have.
That's a good boss.
Yeah. I mean, he's got me he got me this steel. He got me that Strat, black Strat over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.